Hi all, welcome to your final lesson of audio for the half term. To finish this unit, we're going to do an assessment that is on your Microsoft Forms tab under assignments. If you are accessing this through the website, then it is just underneath this video. This video isn't going to be a tremendously long one, and there won't be multiple videos for the lesson. I am going to spend some time now going through the principles that we've looked at throughout this unit, and then I'm asking you to complete the assessment underneath so I can measure how much you've understood, essentially. Okay, so let's take a look at what we've got. We talked about if an object hits the ground, such as this tree, then air vibrations are created in the surrounding air. They travel to the ear, and the ear interprets these vibrations as frequencies. The frequencies go into the brain, and the brain interprets these as sounds. So in order to hear something, you need both a functioning ear and a functioning brain. And without those two things, there isn't in fact any sound at all. There's just vibrations in the air. Now, this can also be put into perspective when we talk about recording sound. So if you were to speak like I'm doing now, that speech creates air vibrations in the air. These in turn travel to an object like a microphone, and the microphone acts as an electronic ear. So the sound, or the air vibrations, should I say, travel through the air from the mouth and into the microphone, and that becomes recorded sound, otherwise known as audio. And we can see that if we look at the audio spectrum here, that we've got what you look like undulating vibrations, and these are just recorded air vibrations that have been captured by a microphone. So air vibrations go to the ear, which goes to the brain, and we get sound. The same happens when we record it. Air vibrations go into the microphone, which is like an electronic ear. These then go into a computer, which is an electronic brain, and we get audio. Okay? So exactly the same principle that our body goes through to generate sound is what a computer goes through in order to generate recorded sound. This is called the signal chain. The journey that sound takes from air vibrations through a vibration collection device like a microphone and into a digital brain like a computer. So this signal chain process is used when we record music, like we can see in this recording studio. We have the singer or instrumentalist in one section of the recording studio. They make vibrations with either their voice or an instrument. Those vibrations travel into the microphone, which in turn travels into the computer and this device here called a mixing desk. So a mixing desk sometimes sits outside a computer, and sometimes a mixing desk sits inside a computer, like when we use GarageBand on school premises. The air vibrations go in to the mixing desk, into each individual channel. So a mixing desk has numerous channels that sound can go into. The sound then can get manipulated within this mixing desk. We can change the volume, or we can change the side of the speaker in which the sound goes into, or we can change how the sound is heard by adding effects, etc. The audio or sound then comes out of the mixing desk into the speakers and then out of the speakers, and that is the completion of the signal chain. Now, in order to fully explain this, we introduced two concepts: output and input. Now, every device has both an output and an input. In a mixing desk, all the inputs go in to the channels. So these channels will all be labelled input. The sound goes into them, which is why it's input. The mixing desk also has an output function. So the sound has gone in through the different channels, and then it's going to come out of the output to the speakers. And speakers themselves also have an input where the sound comes from the mixing desk and in to the speaker. And then the speaker's output is the sound that we get out of the device at the front. So that is the entire journey of the signal chain with both inputs and outputs. It can be quite complicated to get your head around this stuff, but essentially all you have to think about is the logical movement of sound. If sound is just air vibrations that go into our ear and our brain, then if we record them, sound is still just air vibrations that go into a device and then have to come out of a device. And we just have to find where the inputs are and where the outputs are. So all this will come up in the assessment. It's everything that you've done before. We're just trying to put it all in one place so that we can see if you've understood this unit. Good luck. I look forward to seeing your work, and if there's any problems, please don't hesitate to contact me or Miss Preble or Mr. Davis. Thank you, Year 7, and good luck.